grateful for today, I'd say to be alive and to be super healthy. Yes. Thank you.
Okay, pass the mic to someone before you mute videos and pictures from Eat Safari in the events channel.
Okay, so now you see, like for those contents that I took, I didn't take like yes. From Nairobi to Kilifi, we used the train, the SGR, so the block train.
Abuja yesterday. Uh, been using the whole day today really to get back in sync and chores and all. Who has not spoken, Danny?
Almost everyone. Abby,
Mars, Two Shoes, Rissa Rocks, call me whatever you like, so long as you do not call me late for dinner. I
nice.
am thankful for finding this community.
He hasn't.
And I pass the baton to Watch with God.
What we got? Can you mute your mic? We are struggling to hear you. It sounds really muffled.
Now what?
Hello? Okay. Who do I pass the mic? Okay, Jet, please.
Okay, I'm grateful for is life and pretty much everyone in here right now.
Put me link in the chat. Thank you for
Sorry,
sharing.
what did you
And tell
say?
us one thing you're grateful for.
Yeah, what is it?
No problem. Tell us one thing you're grateful for, and then you pass the mic.
One thing I'm grateful for is life.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so the
I didn't get to go.
thank you everyone for joining the call this evening. You didn't get to go. Okay, please, you have the.
Not kind of being interested, right? And applying yourselves with me to making this something real. And so that's what I would say. And yeah, thank you for the question, Daniel. We're looking to make.
But I don't know why Saisa is not here. She's having an introduction to Web3 seminar this Saturday, and so Saisa is supposed to be here to talk about her webinar, and I don't know why she's not here. So she's having a webinar and click interested for the ones that you want to contribute to. So remember, we have the community and activation, so we have the media and marketing, we have the operation and governance.
Daniel, already. Tammy, we definitely want to work with you to kind of update our website. Not kind of, to update our website. So I think it would honestly be more practical, Daniel, to go through like where you're at and what you're seeing the next steps are and like challenge.
Working group. I would say we don't have much of a challenge right now. I would say people coming to show up and just sharing ideas is enough for now. The server, but we need to all be careful. That's beside the point. So we need to have people who are actively welcoming people, checking out for these spams and making suggestions, and also how much work we've done in the past 1 month. It was crazy going from Web3 Lagos conference to Eat Accra, but it was worth it. That's what I would say. And then can tell me what they think, and we can revise and update it. Thank you.
Do you want to give a quick overview of what's on it?
What's on it? We spoke about live streaming, Eat Safari, going to Eat Accra, Web3 Lagos, and also creating the work. That's just in summary what's there. But if you want the full an onboarding sessions for new members, to basically like an intro to with the media, telling them what we're about, our values, our goals, and really give opportunities for people to. We want to definitely announce that people can come through and pitch their products on our server to get feedback.
This week, basically, or for the past week, I've just been trying to get more people into the working group, and also while that's in the operations and research governance chats. And then I was actually waiting for us to have the team lead call that we're going about it. That's all the updates. Anyone has any questions, please definitely shoot.
Thank you.
Like let me see if I can share my screen. I actually set up a Notion board for tasks that we have ongoing. Some of the tasks in this report across our Discord. No, not Discord. Discord isn't available there yet, but across our socials, X, Instagram, and of understanding, like what's going to ensure that we have a mutual arrangement or agreement with our potential partner in the chat if you want to see and have an idea on what exactly we're trying to achieve with this working group growth.
Yeah, I definitely think the documentation, right, is excellent. Both Generic and Jed, you guys have knocked my socks off. I think I'm not as savvy with ChatGPT as I think I am at figuring out how to do stuff clearly, because you guys have figured out how to do things with excellence. What was I going to say? Jed, I dropped in the partnerships and growth channel numbers for the last 7 months for the Discord. I didn't realize that you'd switched to only doing the last 7 months. I've been working on like the last 2 years, and I honestly got distracted and stopped after 7 months and hadn't picked it back up. But hearing that you only did the last 4, those are there, so I put them there for you. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, and I was taking notes on what you said as well. There's one other thing I was going to say. Oh yeah, I think a big thing I want to focus on right over the next 7 days is actually talking to people in the community, even if they're not on community calls, reaching out to them one-on-one, to see who would be game to join these different calls, or to join these different working groups. Rather, I think it's less about jumping on calls and more about being in the conversation for these teams, to be successful. And so even if this time for calls doesn't work, I think us still having people who are actually interested in game to contribute is going to go a long way, and making sure that as the working group leads, we are not overly strained. And right now I'm trying to contribute to each of the working groups, and I'm going to keep doing that. I think it's definitely going to go a long way when we can distribute labor to more people who are more focused on, each of these working groups specifically as their way to contribute to the community. Yeah, so thank you, Jed. Thank you, Generic. Thank you, Daniel. I know Paul and Temi, we wanted to speak with you too about the website. Paul, I don't know if you saw that I did fill out the form that you dropped. Congrats on your new job as well.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The last time I attended the meeting, I think we talked about to have a meeting to talk about how we are going to redesign the whole website. But fortunately, I was not able to meet up, and I've already said maybe after today's meeting, I'm going to DM you and ask you the outcome of that meeting. So I don't know if any changes have already been done with it, or I don't know if you can do something about it, because I don't attend the last meeting we tried to arrange for the website.
Okay, well, JX and Paul were interested in being in that conversation. JX, Paul, are you guys free after this call to work on that? And if not, maybe we can schedule a time tomorrow that's more conducive, right?
Yeah, for me, good evening, everyone. Yeah, hi, everyone. Yeah, it's been a long day for me here, but I think for me, tomorrow will be the best time for me to look at it, because I've been away today. It's been a long day for me. So after this call, I had to join this call. After this call, I think it's just to sleep off, because it's been a long day, honestly. So, but tomorrow I'll be very much active for us to go over it. Then I also peeped on the document I sent to you to fill. I think I was able to see that. So, but I didn't go through it thoroughly. But while I was checking the forms, I saw that okay, you did fill it. So I was also going to look at that later as well. So yeah, so for me, tomorrow is the best time for us. If we can just have maybe even a long conversation on it. That would be great. All right. Thank you.
Around what time tomorrow? So I will know how to arrange my calendar also.
Hmm. I think this time works too. Like this time, 7, 8, 9. I think that works. You know, that was best for me. How is that? How is that, Nasir? Is that okay? And also any other person joining the call.
Yeah, this time is fine with me tomorrow.
All right.
Jax, would that work with you? Daniel,
What
are you free
time?
at that time?
Sorry, I wasn't following. What time? What time did he suggest?
Paul said like around this time, like or like the last like Paul, you said this time, the last like 2. Yeah, go ahead, Paul.
Yeah, 7, 8, 9. Like within just that time frame, we can pick any of them. That
Tomorrow
works
is
for me.
Thursday. I'll not be available from like 7 to probably even 8 or 9. So I don't know if 9 works. 9 will be fine for me. Even though I know it's late, 9 is late, but that will be my best bet for tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow's announced the Africa working hours.
Day.
Yeah, that's true. How do we come on a common ground now?
Can we do earlier than 7?
That should be like around 5, 6.
Yeah, if we can do 5 to 6, 5 to 6 will work perfectly for me. How does that sound?
Okay, I think I can just make an adjustment for that.
Okay.
That works as well.
How about you, Skinny?
The issue with that time is because tomorrow I'm going out, so that 6 to 7 I'll be on my way home. So maybe I will join through my phone, and maybe when I get home. So I don't know, but around that time I will be on my way home.
Okay, let's have a contingency plan. If that time doesn't work, if tomorrow doesn't work, what other day can we possibly reschedule this to?
Yeah, what about Friday?
Friday, yeah, anytime during the day, Friday.
So Paul, you got a new job, right? So what's your schedule like? Like what is actually conducive hours for you to be available?
Yeah, that's why I was because the hours are from 8 to 5. In as much as some days I can pick in between the day period, like daytime. So, but my official hours is 8 to 5. So that's why I said because this period is more like onboarding period. So a lot of meetings, a lot of meetings with people. Next week I will have time for myself. So, but so that's it for now. Like that 5 p.m. is I'm still trying to look at it, but I'm hoping that maybe tomorrow my schedule tomorrow maybe if it finishes on time, I think I'll be able to meet up. But my best bet is this time, then tomorrow, or even next tomorrow as well. So because like my activity today was just so impromptu, like I was just caught off with certain things I didn't plan for. So it made me that it shaked a lot of things I was supposed to do today. So, but that's my best. That's why I'm trying to give those particular time. All right. I hope that's clear.
Sense.
Yeah. So official hours is from 8 to 5, but in between those hours, I can still squeeze out time, right? Especially when because it's a hybrid stuff. I go only twice. I'm supposed to be going twice to the office, and then 3 days I'm working from home. So, but throughout this week is more like induction, where you get to know about the company and whatsoever. So that's why this week is a little shaky for me right now, but I can always still make out time. That's just it. Yeah.
So I would say, Jed, what if we work on like this value prop and stuff? So the priority thing, like right now I feel like we're talking about the website. But I think that us having the value prop and stuff clear is probably the most pertinent thing, right, Jed? And us being able to then use that to begin to approach people or having like those steps ready. You'd agree, right, Jed? Check, you hear me?
Probably just came through like, what are some of the important things that we want to see on the web?
You're cutting in and out. We can hear you now.
And just have like a draft or an outline. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Yeah, I kept getting it.
Hello?
I think his line is breaking, like maybe network or anything. Yeah.
What we want to see on the Damn, can you guys
Hello?
hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Sorry, man, I'm out. I'm trying to get something from someone. Just give me a few minutes.
Okay. So in terms of the website, Jed's saying, I think that we should have a conversation around what things specifically we want to have on the website. And Paul, I think you were speaking a lot about the website last time. Do you have, or does anybody else have specific thoughts on what we can kind of focus on having there? I think rather than necessarily putting it off, we could have a deeper, not necessarily deeper conversation, right? But speak on a little bit of that right now so that we can be able to refine it. And I was thinking that maybe tomorrow evening when it's later, Temi, we can still meet. And Paul, when you're available, you can give your input in the chat if that's all that works. That way you don't have to necessarily be there in the moment. And then maybe we could convene more formally to refine things during working hours on Monday. I don't want to say Saturday because I know like the middle of the day on Saturday or evening on Saturday is a little bit more unreasonable. I see your notes, Generic. Generic, do you want to unmute? You could just write in the chat, but I'm taking notes. So
Yeah, so I wanted to right. So we need to be sure of the purpose of the website, right? Is the website going to be for marketing purposes? Marketing in the sense that marketing with their media and possibly getting people to get to our brand and like request for our services, which I think should be the goal, or is it for getting people to find the community and be a part of the community? So defining the goal of the website, I think, is very important because whatever the goal of the website is what will determine what the look of the website should be.
I think it should be for marketing and services.
Okay. I think what would likely be seen there to see the who we are should not be so much what we do and why you should connect with us, why you should employ our services, and how you can do that. I think those should be the pillars of what we want to do with that.
All right, great one, Generic. And I think, like Maseo said, when it comes to, especially when as a brand, there are three phases, like your ideal customers or clients or people you want to serve. There are three phases that they get to, before they can maybe buy into what you are doing. Is that the first phase is that they need to first of all know you. You understand? After knowing you, they need to also like you. And then after liking you, they need to trust you. So if we can achieve these three things, even on our website, I think we are more than good to go. And how do we do this is that, our website is more like a house. On social media, when you come to social media, it's more like a market, like a market ground where just any little thing can distract you. You understand? Like, you get to hear, you see just a little scroll can just shoot your attention, and then you're already off to something else. You understand? Everywhere is so noisy, but our website will be a place where when people come in there, they get to just understand us and even what we say, even when they've been seeing our content, whether on Twitter, whether on Instagram or on YouTube, even when they've seen our content. But when they come on the website, they should have this level of peace and, okay, I'm beginning to understand what these people stand for. I'm beginning to like what they are doing. And I think with what I've seen so far that they've been able to put out here with some proofs that I'm seeing here, I think I can trust them. And then let me see how I can partner with these people. So I think we can just have this thought in our mind while we are building the site that, okay, these are the three goals that we will need to achieve with this site. And I believe we'll get somewhere with that. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Is that all? Is that all?
Okay, just to
Is that
buttress the
all?
point, like let's say maybe just to add a few things, like let's say for people to get to know us, all right, we need to have like contents in regards like, okay, our name, which is obvious, our missions, our goals, our vision, you understand, what are our values, you understand. I think people need to know these things. Then for them to, like us, I think it has to do with like in terms of like visual, how do we look? Do you understand? Does the website look like is the website going to look attractive in such a way that when someone comes there, oh, they'll be like, wow, I love what these guys did here. Look at this. Oh, wow, this is really nice. I like the way they structured the site. Everything is well aligned. Everything is, there is a level of consistency. And then from there, they can now move to trust, and how would they trust us is when they see like especially proofs of what we've done before, not just that we are saying we've done it, but they are seeing, maybe it could be testimonials, it could be videos of what we've done before, like some videos, or even we can even have like maybe founders that we've worked with in the past, you understand, some programs we've gone to before. Now, we can ask them for like, okay, we want a review. What was the experience when you encountered with the media? How did with the media impact your event or impact, just that level of that connection you had? What was the experience like? Their testimonials can also be used on the site to say, okay, wow, I've been able to work with these guys and I trust what they're doing. And, whoever is looking to partner with them, you do recommend them. So I believe we've worked with a lot of like the last Itenugu that just happened. I think we connected with there's this guy is more of a blockchain. I think what's his name again? I think Emmanuel, right? That's the convener, right? So someone like that can also just give us can you hear me? What's his name again? Yeah.
Kelvin.
Kelvin, yes. So people like that can also give their review, based on that we've worked with them before. Then we also have like so many blockchain brands that we've partnered with before. It's just like during why we wanted to do the hackathon. You understand, those community partners that that we got in contact with. So we can also present these guys on our side that, okay, look at our partners, look at people who have been able to identify with what we are doing, and they can vouch for us. So these are things that just some things I feel that can be on the site, and it will really help us, right? Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I got the content speaking. Yeah, you can hear me. Speaking to our name, goal, vision, and values is critical, especially given that we're selling ourselves as media people. Like having just words about it probably won't do. Not probably won't do is a pretty absurd. I like the idea of having testimonials from events we've been to, right? I think Just has really been, the people who convened Eat Just have really been, very supportive, as Bio's been saying. We're getting ready to roll out this Enugu interview series, as well as, we rolled out content live on the ground there. I think the stuff we did in Accra, Abena was pretty happy. She actually hit me up yesterday. I need to respond to her. I think we definitely have people we could talk to about getting those testimonials. And we can do those kind of, I think even like have them come on like here, for example, and just like take a video of us talking remotely with them, and having them be able to share so we can have like a clean clip that we can be able to put on the website. And then you also spoke to us defining our ideal customer, right? Did I miss anything else that you said, Paul?
No, I don't think. But with time, everything will just get clear. So this is just the surface level. I just put them on the surface level now. So don't mind me. Someone is trying to call me, but it's not the right time to call. I beg. So, but just capture the ones you were able to capture. But with time, everything will all make sense. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, that's what I captured. So that's what I have
Yeah.
from what you said.
Yeah.
And so in terms
Correct.
of generic, I see you unmuted.
I wanted to say, I feel like one of the best putting ideas together and getting especially for Temi to be able to grasp and deliver on it how we want it to be is if we share references, because I feel like we're all saying the same thing but in different ways, with the idea of compiling what we're doing, who we are, why we should be trusted, and clear call to actions, right? So I think if we can find references of existing websites, or yeah, that's probably in line, maybe not exactly in line, but has all of these features that we would love for Wikimedia Media to have. If we can share those references, I think it would be the best way to get Temi to deliver on it how we want it to be.
Okay, I'll write that down as well. References and clear call to actions will go a long way. What was I gonna say? Okay, and so I have these things down. So I know Temi said he's more available in the evening. So Jed, would you want to meet tomorrow in the, like Paul, you said you're available earlier in the day. Do you want to meet earlier in the day still? Or should we just meet in the evening when Temi's available and you've given us your notes now, Paul, so you don't have to stress as much tomorrow?
I think evening works. Evening is more guaranteed for me. Like is more guaranteed.
Right.
Evening works. Yeah.
Okay. And so we landed on, you said 9 p.m., right, Jed?
Yeah,
Yes.
9 p.m. works.
Okay. Daniel, I'm handing it back to you, and so you can pass it over to, or you can just go by. Do you want to speak on your working group? Bio, can you hear me? Is Bio here? Can you guys hear me? I'm like writing this event for the calendar.
What happened?
What'd you say?
What happened? Because I couldn't hear anything for a moment.
I was saying, Bio, can you hear me?
Maybe he's having network issues. I don't know. Ayo.
Engagement
Okay.
farming.
I think that guy is busy. He's asking the buyer you're talking about is busy asking the chat who is Tammy. This guy. Okay. I think from my end that's all.
Temi is the yeah. Well, because he's not here, you're not gonna tell him. We're finding things.
Let me tag him. I just tagged them in the chat. Okay, I think that's all for now. Is there anything else before we wrap up for tonight?
Is there anything else on your agenda?
Nothing else on the agenda. Oh yeah. By the way, please give feedback to the first draft of the. Please give us feedback on the first draft of the what is it called? Of the newsletter for the month, please. Give us feedback and shout out to everyone that has been hanging with us throughout this month. Today is actually the last community call of the month of September. That's the reason why we're doing gratitude. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. And I just took attendance, and some people are already left.
Well, Bio's not here to speak to media and marketing, right? But I definitely don't think we should skip over. I think that would be a little bit absurd. Bio, you're not
So,
here?
do you want to speak?
Yeah, absolutely.
Bio is
I'd
not.
rather speak to it than
Bio
have nobody.
yeah, but he's not this year.
Yeah, and so I talked to Bio earlier today, and Bio was saying that the most immediate thing that he wants to work on is really having a clear outline, right, for what it looks like for people to contribute to the media side of things. And so yesterday, Generic was asking for a brand kit, making it simple and easy for people to be able to contribute to editing moving forward, as well as what's it called? Thinking like further developing this proposal, right, for what Aziz put in, what Aziz has been sharing around live streaming. I know, Paul, maybe you haven't heard, but Aziz has this vision of us doing like a live stream campaign, essentially, where we're focused on being live for a number of days straight, where people can kind of contribute their content to it. And we have essentially this aggregate live stream, which goes ongoingly with content we brought in from different people in the community and parts of the network. I think it's pretty cool. I think we have some pretty compelling Web3 content that's like not just focused on crypto, but that does give persona to crypto. I think many people in the diaspora that don't know about crypto would be really, really excited to hear about what people in Africa are doing. And so being able to kind of put together a live stream people can watch and skip through with clear programming, then I think that go a long way. So that's kind of the stuff that working group is working on. Yeah, Paul. And so we're going to have the media and marketing working group meeting tomorrow as well. And I'll drop the link in the chat, but it's already in the events if you go up to the events. And I just added JX. I added the one for tomorrow for us to work on this website stuff, as well as to move forward with the partnerships and growth stuff. And so I just add that to the calendar. I'll be there. I'm going to make sure I send the link to Tammy and follow up with him as well right now when we get off the call as well. But thank you, everybody, for being there. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Marissa, Walk with God. Walk with God, you should definitely come on the media marketing call tomorrow. Think about how we can further incorporate your stuff. I know you want to go, Jed. Yeah, we can roll. You can leave. This whole thing is live stream, so we know who is here. It's live on the stream. Thank you, Aziz, for live streaming the call. Thank you, everybody, for standing with me and considering how this project can evolve to be a reflection of our collective ambitions and amplify all the good work people are doing on the continent. It's no small thing, and I know all of you are very busy and trying to figure out a lot of things in your lives. So I don't take it for granted that you're here on this call. And yeah, I'm excited to continue to build with you guys. And tomorrow is also Nouns Africa working hours. And so if you're not present, they also have working groups. We have working groups over there. So you should come to that call, come to the server, be present with us and help us get work done there, because, there's work to do across the board. And our working group leads, at least, JX and Generic are super involved there, right? And so making sure we can support them there, make sure that they have more bandwidth to support us here as well. So it's no small thing what we're doing, and I appreciate every moment you guys are putting in this project. Yeah, I'm complete. Aziz, I want to fix a time for us also to work on this live stream proposal. I would say is like people can go out and say the call is complete. And Aziz, I want to fix a time for us to do that tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Generic, Carissa, Abby. Abigail, I'm still waiting for the videos and the whatever you said you shot. And then call shout outs to you, JX, the control. Aziz, yeah, thank you for live streaming. Everybody watching us on X, YouTube, wherever, we love you. Please come join our community. I'm the person messing with my soundboard. Thank you, bye everyone.
Yo, so this is the thrill that Aziz gets from messing with the soundboard. Nice.